So I'm Ben, the operations lead at Rabbithole. Rabbithole is a platform that guides users, for lack of a better pun, going down the crypto rabbit hole, and helps them learn about how to use different crypto applications while earning crypto for doing so. I'm here today to tell you about how we're enabling the future of work. So right now, crypto is exploding in interest. It's gaining more and more mainstream traction, publicity, media coverage, and it's really great. But if you look down and you start digging into the details, only a really tiny fraction of people are actually using crypto products and DeFi specifically. If we look at this chart, there's almost 150 million Ethereum addresses out there. Just under 50 million of them actually hold Ethereum. And then even a smaller percentage of that are actually using the crypto products and the DeFi products that are so important to the ecosystem. If you look on Etherscan, they say that there's only about 200 to 300,000 daily active users right now, which is a problem. If we want crypto to reach its full potential, we need people using these products, and we need people figuring out how to learn to get involved and to contribute, and to really start becoming crypto native users. Now, even for people that want to use crypto products, it's really difficult to do so. There's dozens of projects launching every week, millions of dollars flowing into the ecosystem, whether that's through venture capital money or speculative investments. And this creates a lot of noise. And as a result, projects can't find the users that they're looking for, and users are getting confused on where to start. And if we take a look at why this is happening, the current system is not conducive for people to use and get involved. The memes and all of the focus are on speculation. That's going to perpetuate a certain narrative, and unfortunately, people don't realize that. A lot of people don't even realize that there are applications to be used. If you ask the average person, they think crypto is synonymous with currency. They don't realize that there's actually applications like Uniswap that you can be using that sit at the basis of all of this hopefulness for the future of Web3. Moving past that, even if you do want to get involved, onboarding is scary. Crypto creates a lot of difficult situations for new users. You have to figure out how to set up a wallet, how to make sure that you're using the right platforms. How do you know if this is even a smart contract that you can trust? It's a big shift in having to take on the responsibility as a user that crypto gives to each user, and that can be tough for new people that are looking to get involved. And then from the project side, acquiring users is highly inefficient, and especially the right kind of users. Most of our acquisition channels that we typically go to are not crypto native. You think about ads or Twitter, that's all based in the legacy Web 2 system. It's highly expensive, and there's no real guarantee that those are going to even result in positive outcomes for your project. So Rabbithole is trying to fix all of this. What we do is we create quests that users can complete. Quests are essentially time box challenges where we say if a user goes and completes a certain task or multiple tasks, we will reward them with a project's token for doing so. This solves the problems that we've been talking about in a two-sided way. For projects, we help them increase participation on their platforms and help them find the contributors that they're looking for. For individuals, we help them learn about, use, and onboard into crypto networks, and all the while, they're earning crypto for doing so. This is incredibly exciting, where we've seen great results, and I think especially we're doing this in a crypto native way. Crypto, Web3 in general, opens up a number of new paradigms and possibilities for what we can do. And we're tapping into those new possibilities for our solution. So we're paying people are earning for learning and onboarding into these networks with projects native tokens. We're using Gnosis Safe. We are actually verifying that people complete the tasks that they say they do. And we're using subgraphs on the graph to do so. And then we have the issue of Sybil resistance. It's one of the things that people often think about is, well, how do you stop somebody from just continuously completing the tasks and collecting all the rewards? Well, we actually use Bright ID for proof of a unique human, so that we know that all rewards are paid out to actually unique individuals. And we've only launched 6 or 7 months ago, but in December. But since then, we've delivered some really exciting and impactful results for some of the biggest projects in crypto. Over 10,000 individual addresses have completed a task on Rabbithole. We've distributed over $100,000 in rewards. And just to give a bit more of a sense of what we can actually do for a project, I'll highlight the recent quest we did with Pool Together, which wrapped up about 2 weeks ago. So Pool Together, for those who don't know, is a no-loss lottery platform. What that means is you deposit into Pool Together's pools, which is essentially functions as a savings account, but you're entered into a lottery so that every week or 2 weeks, someone wins a large chunk of cash. Pool Together had a pool that was not necessarily as big as some of their other pools on Polygon Layer 2 Ethereum solution. And so they wanted to drive new users to deposit into their Polygon USDT pool. We worked with Pool Together to design a quest to do this, and we drove greater than a 300% increase in unique depositors in this pool, which is a very substantial accomplishment. This in turn, when these users were rewarded for doing this quest, increased the number of Pool Together token holders by over 12%, which in our opinion will have really strong impact on their community longer term. So these are the types of things that we're really excited about delivering for both projects and users. And we look forward to doing more of in the future. Obviously, we're here at the Uniswap Summit, so wanted to give everybody a sneak peek of a quest that we have that will be launching in the next week or two. We're not sure on the exact day yet, so you'll have to stay up to date on our Twitter, or if you want, join our Discord for updates on this quest. But we will be partnering with Uniswap to run a quest where we incentivize users for doing 2 tasks. 1, make a swap on the Uniswap platform for any token. And then 2, provide liquidity into any token pair on the Uniswap platform. So we're really excited to be partnering with Uniswap on this. And really we view this as just the start of a much longer term partnership. As the Rabbithole platform grows and evolves, and really as Uniswap's needs evolve over time, we look forward to being able to work together and incentivizing a number of different actions, which we will get into a bit more shortly. So this is just the start. Right now, we're using Quest to incentivize users to participate and contribute to crypto networks that are really early stage. But soon, Rabbithole will be your on-chain resume. So if we take a step back and we think about what quests are fundamentally doing, really we're taking an on-chain action, verifying that it occurred, and then rewarding people for doing it and credentialing it and enshrining that it actually happened. When you think about a quest this way, it becomes clear that there's so many more possibilities for what you can do with this type of process. Really what we're talking about here is building a foundational level of reputation, where we're able to verify actions that took place, credential them, and make them legible and composable all across the ecosystem, which is incredibly ambitious and something that's never been done before, but it speaks to the amazing capabilities that are enabled by Web3. So as the first step in that direction, we will soon be launching skills on our platform. So what skills are if you think about quests are time box challenges where users come to our platform and have a certain amount of time to complete a task and get rewarded for it. Skills are now going to be evergreen tasks that users can come to Rabbithole and complete and earn an on-chain credential, which shows that they know how to do something, they've mastered a certain action, and that they're able to then use to represent that they know this to the outside world. That's really cool, not necessarily in a vacuum, but specifically the things that you can do with this. This is going to unlock very unique opportunities that we're really excited about. So for one, if you think about token distributions, when a project is new, they're trying to distribute tokens to their user base, or I should say who they think is their user base. And they don't really have a good way of doing this right now. Most projects use retroactive airdrops, but these aren't particularly targeted. They cast a very wide net, and there's no way of knowing if those tokens are going to the right people. Our sense is that they're mostly going to people who care a lot more about speculation than the actual communities. So we see a path where Rabbithole can help different projects with token distributions, in that they'll distribute tokens to a user after they have verified that they've provided value to the actual platform or network or community. On the other hand, the quests that we're still doing will be able to enhance their power and their abilities as we continue to build out the platform. If you think about how skills can work into quests, you can only open up quests to certain people who have a specific skill. So for Uniswap, you might only want people participating that are expert liquidity providers so that you can help filter and surface the right people for your platform. So a bit more on the specifics of what is actually possible with an on-chain resume with the platform that Rabbithole is building. If you're a platform who wants to do a token distribution, you could both filter for a certain type of person and based on their actions. So you could only open up your token distribution to expert yield farmers who have both deposited and staked on your platform. That helps you verify that these people are actually, one, the right people that you want in your platform, and two, that they've actually helped and provided value such that they deserve to be rewarded with your token. Two, let's say you're a platform that is, your community has been a bit quiet as of late, and you really want to increase the activity that's ongoing in the governance process. You could use a Rabbithole quest to attract people who have been verified as protocol politicians, meaning these are people that we've verified as having created and passed governance proposals in communities, and you could use a Rabbithole quest to attract them to your community. So in this way, Rabbithole and the system we're creating is really poised to become a talent and reward allocation mechanism for the larger Web3 space. But that's an extremely difficult vision to execute on, and not only that, it's one that's pretty foundational and creates a lot of dependencies for others in the ecosystem. And we believe that's the type of vision that's best to be decentralized. There's a lot of questions that we have to answer internally before we do that. We have to figure out how to move a lot of our manual work right now into smart contracts. We have to figure out how to maintain quality and a certain level of work with the Quest system and the things that the core team is doing right now. But we are really excited because we just announced the first step in this decentralization process, and we're calling that the Pathfinder Program. So through the Pathfinder Program, we are starting to involve external contributors in our core function of creating and executing on tasks. So there's 4 ways to get involved in our Pathfinder program. You can be a steward, which is someone who goes to communities, creates proposals, and hopefully is involved in the entire governance process to pass proposals to approve Rabbithole quests. You can be a navigator, which deploys subgraphs on the graph, which enables Rabbithole to query data. The subgraph is how we verify that people take actions, complete certain actions, and we can't verify if there's verify an action if there's no subgraph. So this is an extremely pivotal role in allowing us to create new quests. We have the craftsman role, which is a role to design NFTs that can be awarded as trophies to users who complete quests. The craftsman role we're really excited about because it can further enhance the rewards that we're providing to users and really strengthen our community. And then the pioneers, which will create content that guide users through completing the quest. If you think back to the early part of this talk, starting to use crypto products and applications is a really scary process. And we want to provide the necessary content and guardrails that are necessary such that people can use new applications with confidence. Big picture vision though, this is also enhancing our main goal of further immersing more and more people in more and more users and contributors in the Web3 world. So if you think about what we're doing, first, we are creating quests for which that we are receiving a fee in a project's governance token. That enables us to become a governance delegate in different communities across the crypto ecosystem. What we'd like to do with this governance voice is to be an advocate for the users and contributors that we're creating our product for. It's hard for users and contributors to have much of a voice simply because to have a bigger voice, you need to own more and more governance tokens. And that's not easy for the average person to do. So Rabbithole hopes that as we do more and more quests and we gain more and more governance tokens, that we can be the voice for the users and contributors in the larger community. Then over time, as we decentralize into a DAO, this power then gets transferred over to the stewards of the Rabbithole network, who are the actual users and contributors themselves. This enables them to get further involved in governance, to further advocate for themselves, and to help design the Web3 world that they would like to see and be a part of, which is incredibly exciting for us. So thank you for attending and listening. If you're interested in being part of a quest, earning crypto for learning, building your on-chain resume or contributing, please visit our website, rabbithole.gg, join our Discord, or reach out to me directly at Ben Schecter on Telegram and Twitter. Thank you guys, really appreciate it.